Cancers. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have another intuitive message for you guys. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, picture this. The premonition I'm getting with you guys is shadow self and nature. That's the two cards you got for you. The Cancers ruled by the moon, and it is a full moon right now. So it's making you get more, I think you're getting more innovative with how you're going to, I didn't know the cards was just going to fly out like that, Cancerian. It's like, you got something to say. Okay, I think you're getting more innovative with how you choose to date or how you choose to connect with people just in general. Okay, because you have the warrior woman. And that makes a lot of sense for a Cancerian because they're very protective over everything that they love. And that starts with themselves or their relationship with God. Have you answered to your deepest calling? Okay. And then you got what's clarifying that is you're birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Here, we're going to try this a new way is what I'm hearing. You got Lemuria. That's about creating heaven on earth. Bringing a lot of what you dream about or what you envision, the premonition you have about what you want, you're bringing it into a tangible sense, or it's already in the tangible sense. And then you have Unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I feel a lot with these combination of these cards is you could have met someone. You know how people ask, you get to know them, you get social with them. You know, it's attractive. The person's nice, respectful. They check off all your boxes to at least have a sit down to get to know them, to kind of pick their brain to see where their head is at, what they want, where they're going for themselves. At this point, you're not quite concerned about what they could give you. It's just about how does this person take good care of themselves. And I feel like you could be at a social setting like a restaurant, like a really nice restaurant that has a bar. So you're sitting in a space where you can just socialize and have a drink or something, or the person may drink or you may have a drink, but you're sitting down and you're just listening and intently. This person is a mental intrigue for you, like a Gemini or an Aquarius or something. Is a full moon in Aquarius? It might be, but I don't know why these cards want to keep falling over. Let's get it together, eccentric, okay? Okay. Like I get the energy of love letters. Like you met someone, you're just talking, you're courting someone or someone's courting you. And this is going to, I feel like this is going to keep up for, you want to see if this keeps up consistently for at least a year and a half. Like a good 18 months, a good 12 to 18 months. And I feel like you didn't always go about things that way. You're very like fun and adventurous, youthful spirit, but something clicked. And I feel like this person that you met, that you could have had an adventure with or an encounter with, you just have a lot of fun with this person. But something about this person's mentality has you intrigued and has you tapping into your shadow self. They're inspiring you to go beneath the layers. Like something with their eyes. If one of you have multicolor eyes, one of you have dark eyes, but y'all make intense eye contact. And it's like a portal to their soul. And it's something about this person. You have it's like this person means a lot to you. The costume designer. Princess of Cups. And then what's on the bottom? Is that the Hermit?
Mom, look.
The Hermit is in reverse. That kind of fits what I'm saying. The Hermit in reverse is like not taking the wisdom. And for a long time, you didn't want to hear what nobody had to say. I feel like that. You did not want to hear what nobody had to say, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of reading here for you guys. Excuse my arm being all in the camera. Okay. What has this person inspired? Because this is something that in the midst of your conversation, like once you get to be in your own space and you're playing back the conversation, it goes like I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. And when I lean on the certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Because in every moment, the universe or God is conspiring to bring me towards right minded thinking and the energy of love. My capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. So true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings lives below the triggers. So in short, my vibes speak louder than my words. So somebody kind of like saw through whatever persona you put up with the costume designer and the hermit in reverse, and they were able to see, where they can show endless support for you. All right. What about the shadow self?
The end's coming.
Huh?
The end's coming.
It's like something about doing your shadow work. We deem our shadow selves as weakness, and we strive to keep it hidden from the outside world. And this is an act of repression. However, it only succeeds in wasting precious energy and empowering a lot of negativity. So over a lifetime, these patterns can become rigid, blinding us to the fact that we carry and project them to the world. We only know our lives or relationships are not working, and we feel separate, divided, and imprisoned by our reactions instead of empowered by our wise actions. I feel like, Cancerian, you got like a powerful opportunity to see how your shadow self could be preventing you from finding peace because you didn't want to address it before. And I feel like it exposes your fears. It brings your fears to the light. Okay? And that's become like second nature for you because the other card next to it that's clarifying it is nature. You have to understand that God doesn't enter into anything except with gentleness. So if he's putting somebody in your face, and I think you perceive it that way, like I actually have an authentic liking to this person. You could be an exotic dancer, even if you're not. You're real exotic within your own nature. But what this person has inspired you to do basically is to realign your energies through deepening your affinity with your true nature. Perhaps, you could have been overwhelmed by the pressures of everyday life or recovering from a big, some kind of experience. Because you got the unbound card here, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It's like you're dealing with some karma. You may feel lost in the details or trapped in a relentless cycle, of the habitual thoughts or patterns of relating that no longer serve you well, But at any level, you evaluate your integration with nature. It's about something with nature. And allow your intuition to reveal how you would, most benefit. I feel like you're meant to be a healing elixir. All right, Cancer, let's do this.
This ant. This ant super.
Yeah, we're not gonna let nobody disrespect Cancer's energy because they getting real deep and personal. Anybody who's encountered a Cancerian man or woman, they don't peel back the layers up front. They don't do that. So if somebody inspired you to do that sooner than normal, you take to that. We respect it. Because nobody loves like a Cancer. They don't let go. But that's just like a Libra. They have that in common. They don't like to let go of the people they love. But once they love you forever. Okay. May I have one? You start talking about your shadow side. We're talking about your shadow side. Give me one for the warrior woman. That was the first one that came out. Warrior woman. Have you answered to your deepest calling? You're meant to be a healing elixir. That might be the name of your reading. A rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, and sweetness of life. So what that means, the thorns have a relevance, like the tough times have a relevance, just like the rose itself carries the relevance. It's like it's not a rose without the thorns. You dig what I'm saying? You got to take the bitter with the sweet, the good with the bad. And I feel like for so much of it, it might have been a little bitter to swallow what so many experience. I feel like so much of the experience built up too much. You dig what I'm saying? So you're trying to let your vibes be great. You're trying to be great through all of it. And it's not easy, but you're finding a new way. You're captivated in a new way in how you're going to deal with it. So when you're talking about birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, you might become very spiritual, more captivated with the friendship with the Most High, or how it resonates with you. And to speak on that is morning dew. My mother used to say that to me. My name is Dew, like Dew. And it looked like her on this picture. So I take that as somebody's parental figure or a mother. She might have been out there being a warrior woman for so long, trying to protect herself. You know, she forgot how to connect with her shadow self, her feelings. But she's getting a clarity and a fresh start, a positive outlook. She's looking at life with a fresh set of eyes. That's what I get from that. And you got Lemuria. Lemuria means creating heaven on earth. This looks like broccoli to me. I always say that. But it's happening. So let's talk about it. The sacred union. You see those two flowers, the red and the pink? I feel like the red one is the mother figure and the pink one is the daughter figure. Or if it's a son, take it how it resonates. But you see this person, how they like spiritually inclined? Beloved within inner and outer relationships. It's easier to water the crops of what you're, like I feel like you're minding the seeds that you're planting. I feel like it. It's like planting seeds.
Mom?
You're minding the seeds that you plant. What am I trying to say?
Mom?
It has to have prosperity and evolution, progress. So you have a better relationship with yourself. Upon this encounter, you're learning. You're reconnecting with yourself. I get that. So much of this reading is reconnecting with yourself. And then you have unbound. It's like you let go of the grudges and start reconnecting with yourself. Someone may need to forgive their mother figure for how life has happened for them. They may not have been close to their mother figure, or just went a really long time without seeing their mother figure, or just missed their mother, or their mother misses them. Unbound. But I feel like this is like telling a story from the mother's perspective. It could be a spiritual bond, or a repetitive thing. The mother went through things and she didn't face her shadow side, so it caused a chain of events. Now the child doesn't face their shadow side or struggle with facing their shadow side.
Mom.
Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Like you and your mother, what I feel like though is y'all in sync. It could be, yes?
I said Mommy's story are there.
Okay, sit down next to me so I can explain it. Okay? It's like you and your child, if you're separated from your mom or been separated from your mom, y'all could be in sync mentally or share a similar mentality. Right? So somewhere, wherever she's at and wherever you're at, y'all doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. It feels like that. All right. And y'all you're starting to feel more closer and more connected to her now. Trust the seasons. Embrace the change. Cycle of life, transition, or growth. I feel like the person you've encountered was an earth angel. That gives me earth angel. Like, look at, this is purity, and just pious energy. And I feel like you, Cancerian, are an earth angel too. You are. And so much of it is like, I can do this. Like, you're getting a newfound sense of confidence. I could do this. I can go sit down and have this conversation with my mom, or I could just start fresh. I could just forgive what didn't work in my favor, what didn't work in her favor, because for things to have worked out that way for me, things could have been going terribly wrong for her too. So it kind of trickled down on me, like that chain of events, that domino effect. I can start fresh. Or I see her in a fresh set of eyes. Something with the morning dew. I told you my mother called me Dew. Like she's in this message somehow. Like she could be somewhere seeing things from a different perspective. Maybe even getting closer to God in her own religion. She's doing it. If you are, Mom, I'm proud of you. You could have a podcast or do something in the public's eye, and your mother got wind of it, and she listened to what you have to say, and for so much of it, it made her look at her shadow self. She see where the right, the wrongs, the indifferences has inspired you to stand up and establish a voice for yourself. After all, your mother would have told you to speak your mind, teach you some stuff. She would have taught you how to stand up for yourself. So, let's get into the tarot. Let's further clarify with the tarot. I picked these. Oh, and I split the deck. King of Swords, Two of Cups. That's a parental figure. Finishing your food. Okay. The overall, the main ingredient, the main influence is the moon in reverse. And that's clarified by the Three of Swords. There's no secret. Your family or your parental figure could understand that you're trying to find solace. Like you're trying to propel yourself through things that were extraordinarily painful for you. Like you're trying to work through things the best. You're doing the best that you can with what you have. And for somebody, you might have felt rejected. With the Three of Swords here, that's cut off, rejected, isolated, just left alone to deal with things that you shouldn't have been left alone to deal with. What's the second influence?
I took it up.
The Ten of Pentacles. See? That's a mother and her child, right? That's family, right? Yeah. And what's clarifying that is the Seven of Swords. It's some kind of like discreet behavior or just discretion. Something happened that nobody wants to talk about regarding a parent and a child or a parental figure and a child. And it's being exposed. Something like that. But that's also strategy and wit. That's in the obstacle predicament. This person you could lead a very private life, right? Cancerian, you could lead a very private life. You don't disclose a lot of information about yourself. So with that being said, this being an obstacle is like, how are we going to bridge the gap when I don't want to let you know too much about myself yet, or something like that. I got to graduate from being like that. So what's the aim? Like the main goal though, Five of Wands, is to stop the conflict. Kill the conflict. What's clarifying that is the Emperor. It could be a father figure for some, because the Emperor is a father figure. You want to bridge the gap with your parents, okay? maybe parents got divorced as a kid and it didn't play well on your mental state, or it just shaped how you grew up, the way you think, act, and move. Your parental figure could be watching you. I feel like you're in the public's eye, and I feel like your parents watch you quietly, and they realize how their actions impacts your psyche, how it impacted you, and how it made you feel. They, like, when parents break up, you get that your children may go through some changes, but it never really sinks in how heartbroken a child can be about their parents separating or disagreeing until they watch their child make something of themselves, or just get on a platform and you hear so much of their truth come out through their creative endeavors. Watch how they connect with people or disconnect with people. Okay. What needs to be addressed? What needs to be addressed? The lovers. The lies. I heard the lies. Why does everybody wear a mask? Why aren't you free to be true to yourself? And what's clarifying that is the Nine of Swords. You're worried about what everybody's going to think when you could or you're worried about keeping a certain persona or a certain image up for us, even if it's just you guys as the children, or maybe you're doing that in your own family dynamic, Cancerian. You're worried about how you're going to be perceived. It's like most of these cards are clarified by swords. Okay. What's the past and what's left behind? What's in the past at this point? The Sun. We were so happy until we wasn't. And then what's clarifying that is the Seven of Wands in reverse. I feel like this is about somebody's innocence being taken advantage of. It's a secret in the family that nobody wants to address, but they need to. Somebody's innocence, like the Sun is like Leos are ruled by the Sun, so that's your heart space. And then the Seven of Wands is about your guard being up, about blocking off opinions and negative energies, but it's in reverse. That means your guard is down. So to me, I feel like it's a secret that needs to be addressed. And I feel like the elephant in the room is being addressed by your child through their work. They could be creative writers. They could be public speakers, actors, actresses, singers. They do something that influences the people, that people relate to them about. And your parents are starting to see that you're getting recognition. You dig what I'm saying? With the work that you're doing, the work that you're putting out. But you know how so much of what comedians talk about are very traumatic experiences. Like I said that before. They just find humor in it. They make people laugh about it, but it's true. And I feel like that's that kind of energy here. And it's like whoever you met, Cancerian, has really impacted you and inspired you to want to take a look at the things that you put behind you, or the past. It's like the past is starting to come up more and you should address it. So what's likely to happen in the future? King of Swords. Clarified by what? King of Pentacles. It's like you work on yourself. But this is logical and practical energy. King of Swords deal with the facts, and that's it. So Cancerian, this could be you seeking counsel. This is a parental figure. It's kings here. Or this is you. What's likely to happen? It's like you're addressing, you're inspired now, or you have that confidence now to address what happened. And then it's clarified by the King of Pentacles. So that's tangible. Something, whatever happened tangibly, affected your mental. You just want to deal with the facts and move on. You just want to say what you have to say and you keep on moving forward. You don't want the silly nonsense attached to it. So how you feel about yourself? Or this could be two parental figures, like two uncles or something, or a father and an uncle, or just two people that are leaders in your family or in the community that you need to address them. Or this is one of these kings could be you taking accountability and you're addressing somebody. Like, was everything about the money? Really? Like, because this is like the sun and somebody's guard is down. Like, somebody got hurt real bad. So they become the King of Swords, or became the King of Swords, or focused on their money as a logical way. You felt like that could be a healing mechanism for it. How you feel about yourself? 10 of Cups. Oh, yes. Clarified by Ace of Pentacles. See, that goes back to the loving beloved within the sacred union. That's your relationship with God, or that's you repairing a relationship with your parent. But first, or your parent is repairing their relationship with God so they could repair their relationship with you. Some of this you were victimized in, but you're made to take accountability, inner and outer relationships. You're showing up for yourself. You're showing up by way of self-love. This is an act of self-love. That's why you're so mature, and you want to address your parents, or address the person who made you feel some type of way. What's the environmental attitude? Eight of Swords. It's not going to be easy. And that's clarified by what? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, betrayal. There's two men in this picture, but it's something with these two kings. So it could be their conscience eating away at them. Eight of Swords is negative energy, and it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. All right, Cancerian, they better not flag my video, but what I see in this premonition is you with the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, whoever betrayed your family or betrayed the trust of your parents or did something to y'all behind your parents' back, you took care of it yourself. And now you're starting to have dreams about it, okay? But the way you justify it is like, I was the one that got hurt, bumped, and like I'm the one that got bruised and hurt through all of this. You dig what I'm saying? Like somebody disrespected your boundaries behind your parents' back. Yeah, the moon is in reverse. That's the secret is out, or somebody's intuition is blocked by hurt feelings with the Three of Swords, rejection. You don't want to go about it like that no more. You want to tell the truth about what happened. All your parents know is these people disappear. You don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. It's an unsolved mystery. Yeah. Or somebody close enough in your family that's spiritual could be getting the premonitions about it, and they're kind of speaking on it, is making you address it. Or just really whoever you met that you took a liking to or taking a respect to. Oh, they have a positive influence on you, and you're doing your shadow work. That's just the bottom line. What are your hopes and fears? Two of Cups. I hope we could be friends. Oh. And that's clarified by the Four of Swords. I'm proud of you, Cancer. You really like you like standing up for yourself, for how you feel. And what's the overall outcome? Six of Cups. Reunion. And what is the clarified by the Five of Pentacles? Either the person you're trying to make amends with, you come back and take care of your, for example, if this is a parental figure, you reunite with a parental figure to take care of them because their health is bad. And that could be any kind of health. Mental health, physical health, financial health, spiritual health. You come back to be that strong influence for them. You come back to be that lover that you know yourself to be, but felt like you were restricted and couldn't practice being in your own authenticity because of the things that were going on around you, the environmental attitude was crazy. It's too much betrayal. You can't trust nobody. Everybody's like cutthroat. And if this is like a former best friend, something y'all did together and may have had a falling out about it, and now you come to learn that either you're going through trials and tribulations, or your best friend is going through trials and tribulations, or you just pick that up in whatever you observed about them. It's like, my friend needs me. My friend needs my support, my love, my loyalty. Why did I ever separate from them? Why did we ever stop communicating? Why did I abandon them? Why did they feel like they had? Why did I make them feel like they had to abandon me? My friend was loyal to me, or I was loyal to my friend. What was happening at that time? And that's the secret. That's what's being exposed with the moon in reverse. Like, you're starting to see where this person is coming from, or why this person was moving like that. They were dealing with so much tumultuous or endless betrayals, like too much disloyalty, too many heartbreaks, way too many heartbreaks, too much violation of boundaries, too much disrespect. It's like nothing but disrespect here. Force this person to have to retreat, or you had to retreat. Maybe what's bringing all this out is that you're getting mature. The two kings now, that's a mature age. We're becoming more mature. You know, we're not getting any younger. It would be really befitting if God could figure out a way to kind of bridge the gap back between us. Or build, or just look, we now see each other with a fresh pair of eyes because we're mature now. And we just continue to work on ourselves, but remain friends, because I never had another friend like that. Even if it's your family, it's somebody you're close to in your family. But for some, I think it's a mother and a child. Could be a father and a child. It's someone with masculine energy, though. Or you stepped up to the plate and you made something of yourself and you became the emperor, and it caused conflict with your family because they feel like you left them behind. How are you gaining all this success off of? Honestly, they can't even lie about it. It's no secret that they are your hurt feelings. It's not like you making a living off of their pain and trauma. This is pain and trauma they inflicted on you, not to be a victim, but they're like very responsible for why you feel the way that you feel. They play a big enough part in it. Especially with the sun, you have to leave all that behind, all the vulnerabilities of it behind, and you have to become more logical. You have to make a head over heart decision, because the obstacle is the Ten of Pentacles. Why can't we live together? Why can't we? The Seven of Swords is lying, stealing, cheating in a negative sense, and it's in the upright. It's like trying to get away with things. It's not one to address that elephant in the room. It's like bad things happen behind closed doors and we have to smile about it. We have to act like that didn't happen. And that's a psychological trauma on the person or you. So now you see that person doing the best that they can with what they have, or it's you, or it could be both of you. It's like we have more in common than I realized. But I was going through my own stuff and it affected me however it did. And that person's going through their own stuff and it affected them how they did. And so much of what this person's talking about, or you now realize, we're a lot alike. We're more alike, or the experiences are more alike than they are different. So we're not, something about parental figures teaching you not to practice that wisdom, that inner wisdom. The Hermit is in reverse with the overall energy. But the aim is to put the emperor is for the emperor to be in the upright, to take accountability. When the emperor is in reverse, they refuse to go within and really do their shadow work. So it could be you, Cancerian. You rather just dress it up like we just going to roll with the punches, and that's not okay. So whoever you met that inspired you, you really love that person because they helped you. They're helping you evolve through this. They're creating that safe space to let you know It's okay. It's okay for me to love you. It's okay for me to show up for you. You don't have to sabotage this connection, this friendship. It's okay for me to be there. Let me be there for you like I would want somebody to be there for me. You're trying to be there for me, but you're putting a cart before the horse. Things are coming to the surface, or whatever it is about this person's positivity and the allure of this person's true nature. It's like, this person is authentic. And you're worried that my shadow self, she might think, or he might think I'm a monster. They might run away. Like, you're afraid to tell the truth. But the Ace of Pentacles, how you feel about yourself, this person made you feel like everything is going to be okay. With the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, that is an opportunity to bridge the gap with an old relative. So much of it feels like a mother, your mother. Because the Ace of Pentacles is here. And I get mother a lot. I get the mother's connected with you through God. Cancer, it's a couple different lines. If it's your family, the outcome is there's no more, somebody's not doing good. And they could use your support. And I think there's going to be a reunion. And when there's a reunion, when you finally do connect with your family, or grow a budding friendship with your friend, or just do your own shadow work for yourself, your own self-love, like how you're teaching this person to show up for themselves, or this person is teaching you to show up for yourself. Take it how it resonates with how you're feeling about it. What is it triggering? It's about peeling back those layers and figure out what's triggering in you. What did this person trigger in you? And it's painful. Peeling back I told you, it hurts to do shadow work. That's why nobody likes to do it. But this person is showing up for you, or wanting to show up for you, and you iced them out. Now you got to go back and make that right. Or they iced you out, and now they got to come back and make it right. Will you accept? I don't know. Okay? Cancer, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.